This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Today, funeral services are taking place in Wheldon's hometown of St. Petersburg, Florida. A public memorial service for the two-time Indy 500 winner will take place tomorrow in Indianapolis. A native of England, Dan Wheldon leaves behind wife Susie and young sons Sebastian and Oliver. Dan Wheldon was 33 years old.
Welcome back to Talladega. The first caution has come out. Yeah, a big pack accident happened, but it didn't collect a lot of trucks. Only 3 really that had a lot of damage, one of those being Nelson Piquet Jr.
Yeah, some pretty good trucks, though. The 18 truck of Kyle Busch, everybody's favorite coming in here, he got a little piece of that accident. Watch the outside, not the very outside slow truck, but see the orange truck. The orange and white truck of Josh Richards. He runs into the 8 of Nelson Piquet Jr. You see Cole Witt gets a piece of that. Kyle Busch got a piece of that, and Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 1 truck got a good piece of that.
A lot of jerking around, a lot of moving around, but they're fast.
Johnny Sauter coming in second in the points, got into the wall, and now we have our next caution out. And in the 88 and the 13, both with damage. They were trying to do the 2-truck tandem in the back. It didn't work.
Well, we don't know for sure, but that's what it looks like.
I can't see because of the campers. We got it tore up back in, need to bear bond.
Wow, if that's the case, trying to figure out the 2-truck tandem for a points champion. See, Johnny's already around. He either got turned around.
You see the left rear tire is definitely damaged, and you see the quarter panel is damaged as well. It sure looks like maybe that left rear tire went.
Todd Bodine, those 2 are working it now. James Busher just in front of Brendan Gaughan. So the 31 and 62 are hooking up now and seeing if they can move closer to the 2. Oh, and problems. Kligerman goes around. Bodine right behind him. So problems with the 2-truck again.
Look at Blake Fees. He's going to clobber something.
Blake Fees able to keep it off the racetrack.
Well, it was a matter of time the way those 2 trucks were bobbling around.
That was the tandem racing gone bad. I was just thinking, it sure looks like Mike Wallace and Ron Hornaday looked the best doing it. Everyone else has really looked like they were out of shape.
29 running 3rd.
See him high?
See how high he is there?
What's he doing there?
Bodine turned him. Caught him and turned him from the
Well, we're watching
outside.
in slow motion, so it happened a lot faster than that.
Those 2 were running together. It looked as though Bodine went to the high side. Kligerman stayed down low.
That's a good point, too. And you know, you talk about that fast lap they ran, Rick, just a few moments ago at a 49.60. That is, 15 miles an hour. You see Ron Hornaday moving around there.
Smoke coming out of this truck.
Is that Jamie Dick, the 0-2?
Yeah, the 0-2. Looks like he has some front end damage, Phil. He might have overheated that truck.
Coming to you.
Or knocked some water out of the motor and blew it up.
So the 4th caution comes out from Talladega after we've completed 59 laps.
Fellas.
This time it's Jamie Dick in the 0-2 bringing the caution out. Was up to 2nd, so it's Dillon and Busch running 1 and 2 at Talladega.
Mike Wallace got pushed down on the apron.
Chris Fontaine in the 84 is going to slam into the inside wall.
He's already made contact with the outside wall. Looks like Johnny Sauter right now. Caution flag is out. Johnny Sauter will get our Aaron's lucky dog and be back in contention for a decent finish.
Holy cow, what a job by Joe Shear. All that team down on pit road, they fixed that truck, and now he's going to have a chance to win the race.
He scored, or was scored in the 23rd spot, 1 lap down. And there he makes pretty substantial contact with the inside safer barrier. Those are safer barriers on the inside of the racetrack here because of the speeds we've been talking about. 195 miles an hour on this track.
Phil, you and I both hit that wall down there when it was concrete, and it just makes me want to hug NASCAR for installing those barriers everywhere around the circuit, because when we come to Talladega, there's no way anyone can predict all the different places we can crash at.
We found just about every one.
Safety crews.
A crazy 6 laps.
We'll see how strategy plays out. The 3 and the 18 have been working together. Now they're side by side on this restart.
Green flag.
6 laps of racing to go. Green flag back in the air.
As soon as he crosses the start-finish line to the bottom, Kyle Busch gets hold of the bumper. You can see in the back there, Hornaday shot right up behind Mike Wallace. They did a perfect job as well.
The dancing partners have shown themselves immediately here.
Go, go, go.
Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon became unhooked.
Out for debris, caution out for debris.
Switch up, lost all his momentum. Saw a mistake last week at Vegas, spinning out, racing for a championship. Those are things you can't afford to make.
2 laps until we see the checkered flag. Mike Wallace, Ron Hornaday, 1 and 2, coming out of the tri-oval. Green flag back in the air.
All right, come on down right now.
There's one out of gas back there, Phil.
Yeah.
One shaking out of gas down on the apron.
He won't make it back. If he doesn't get out of the way, we're going to have a caution.
I think they'll run 2 laps before before he even stops.
Here comes Ricky Carmichael.
James Buescher just in front of him.
Got to hold somebody.
That was the 17 of Timothy Peters that was running out of gas. Now we've got the 33 of Mike Wallace in front of Ron Hornaday. Down the back stretch they go. Here comes James Buescher and Ricky Carmichael running 3rd and 4th.
And we know how fast those 2 trucks are. The first time we've seen them hooked together. Can they run up there and do something with our 2 leaders?
3 wide back 10th through 20th. And they're spreading out as they come out of turn number 4.
If they get to the white flag here to the start-finish line before the caution comes out, the next flag will finish this.
We hope we don't see another caution across the stripe. 1 lap to go. Mike Wallace just in front of Ron Hornaday. Now the big question, will there be KHI orders for Hornaday to win this race?
That can't happen, Phil, because here comes Buescher and Carmichael. They do anything other than what they're doing, they're going to lose that 1st and 2nd spot. They got to hang right like that until the very last second. There's a chance at the start-finish line. Maybe Hornaday pulls out, but here comes Buescher.
Here comes the run by Buescher and Ricky Carmichael. Going into turn number 3, Wallace and Hornaday 1 and 2.
How about Jason White, top 09, top of the racetrack, hooked up.
Coming out of turn number 4, this is where all the action will take place. Here comes the run. James Buescher trying to go to the outside. Mike Wallace being pushed by Ron Hornaday through the tri-oval. 400 yards to go. It's going to be Mike Wallace who's going to win this one at Talladega.
And that is a Kevin Harvick Incorporated win right there.
Oh, God. I am so excited.
Hey,
Great job, Mike Wallace. Great job, Ron Hornaday. Couldn't dream of it any better like that.
In baseball, they talk about manufacturing runs. That team manufactured a victory.
And that was a team victory. No question about it. Mike Wallace was pushed around this racetrack for virtually 54 laps by Ron Hornaday. The ones that he led, that was Ron Hornaday pushing him around this racetrack.
And I think if maybe they had a bigger lead at the end, we might have seen a different outcome, but Michael hit it right in the head. They couldn't take a chance. They were not going to give that win away by trying to get Ron Hornaday out in front.
I would have tried it with a few hundred feet to go. But it's close, man. Let me just give it a shot. But what a smart move by Ron Hornaday. He's racing for a championship. He comes in here some 20 points out. He's cut that to 16. Our championship battle at one point, Austin Dillon had some 20 points over everybody. Now he's only 3 ahead of James Buescher.
Again, Austin Dillon had to go back. He finishes 7th unofficially in this race. Ray Dunlap.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.